guys, welcome to Castle Guard Studios again. Today we got our Indomitus box in, and we're going to be going through together, and we're going to be opening this up and take a look at it and see what's inside and have a look through everything. I know a lot of people have already gone through and opened up their boxes, but we figured we'd go through and do a video and kind of give our thoughts and opinions on everything that's going to be happening. So, yeah. Alright, so here we go. Here's our Indomitus box here. We got a couple more to open yet, but we're just going to go through the one for this video here. And, yeah, this is going to be one of the studio's new armies. Got a mix here, both obviously the Space Marines and Necron pieces. So we're going to open this up and have a look at what we got here. So, needless to say, I mean, what they charge for this box is $200 USD. Frankly, I mean, what you get in here, it's a lot of stuff, right? For 200 bucks, I mean, you're paying 200 bucks and you're getting, I don't know, easily 400 bucks in models, if not more. You know, all these sculpts are absolutely gorgeous. It sounds like they're easy to fit too. There's those snap fits or whatever. You know, you get all the other stuff that comes with it too. So, you know, it says right here in the back of the box, it comes with the 368-page Warhammer 40K core rulebook, the 224-page booklet, Edge of Silence, which, you know, we'll read it, I guess. And it'll just end up on a shelf somewhere. The 20-page assembly guide, which, you know, you want to put your models together, makes sense. And then, of course, the Space Marines transfer sheet. Now, right there, that's gold. You know what's interesting about this, though? If you sit and look at this, we'll pull it out here and I'll have a look at it. But yeah, there's some things on there I want to go over. It's really interesting because normally when you get these Space Marine transfer sheet, it's a lot of stuff like, you know, it's got some tank stuff in there. It's got some numbers, a lot of other stuff on their transfer sheets. Let me have a look here, actually. I think I have one of the ones on hand. Yeah, so we got all these transfer sheets here in the studio, and these are just like, you know, extras or whatever the case is. So, you know, we got all our Necron ones and blah, blah, blah. And those are, you know, there's a million of them. So anyway, yeah, I mean, your basic Marine sheet now that you get when you order stuff from GW or, you know, whatever. Generally, you know, you don't really get a whole lot on the sheets. So this is what normally comes in there. This is it right here, right? So you got, you know, you got some unit markings. You got the Ultramarines Omega symbol. You know, you got your campaign badges, the squad numbers, and all that jazz on there, and then just your markings for like what ranking and all that jazz is. So, you know, it's cool and all, but what's really weird about this is that the only thing they have in there for symbols is the Ultramarines Omega. And I know they're the poster boys of GW, but you just don't get anything else, right? So this is like their old transfers here, right? And they come with all sorts of different things on there. And I believe this is actually the tank, yeah, the vehicle transfer sheet. So this comes with all like the different, you know, vehicles. Comes with different chapter logos and all that stuff. So you got quite a bit on here. And a lot of the old Space Marines ones used to come with that stuff. I mean, but now, you know, when you're buying stuff for Space Marines, it's either that Marines with the Omega symbol, or you get like the Space Wolves one with all the Space Wolves stuff on there. They don't have them mixed like they used to, which, you know, is a little disappointing, to be honest. You know, and we got a lot of them. You know, of course, there's stuff for Tau, Guard, Chaos, Knights, and Eldar, and all sorts of stuff. I mean, we got plenty of them, but the thing is like you just really want more options for the Marine transfer sheets. And what's interesting about this new transfer sheet on there is it actually seems to come with quite a few other things other than what the original or the more recent transfers come with. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, you get your, you know, it says it comes with 61 miniatures. You get a captain, lieutenant, chaplain, justiciar, not Judicar. I know people keep calling it a Judicar. It's become a pet peeve of mine, but yeah, Justiciar, fantastic. Blade Guard Ancient, of course. You get your Assault Intercessors, the Blade Guard Veterans, the 3 Outriders, and the 3 Eradicators. You know, they're all great models. Then you get your Necrons, come with the Overlord, the Royal Warden, the Plasmancer, the Scorpek Lord, the 20 Necron Warriors, your 2 Cryptothralls, the 3 Scorpek Destroyers, your Canoptic Plasmacyte, the Canoptic Reanimator, and then the Canoptic Scarab Swarms. So you get quite a bit in the box, and actually looks like it comes with 6 Scarab Swarms in there, which looks like they got 7 per base in here. I know people used to like play tricks with them when they'd come in the Scarabs on their they buy a box or whatever of Necrons, and it come with like, I think it was like 3 or 4 or something like that of Scarabs. So it'd be enough for maybe a base. But what people started doing is they started, instead of putting 4 on a base, they put 3 on a base, and then they get an extra. Well, it looks like these Scarabs, you know, you get quite a few on here. I don't know if they all come like they used to. Obviously, they look different than they used to, but yeah, it'll be really interesting, because if that's the case, you might actually be able to build quite a few Scarabs if you want to sit and split them up rather than having 7 on a base or whatever the case is, which is, yeah, really interesting, actually. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pop the box open and have a look at her there. You know, real impressive box. It's real thick. It's real heavy. Of course, it comes with a big rule book and all that stuff. But, you know, in terms of what GW has made recently, this is definitely by far and away their best box. It's huge. It's well priced. You get so much in here. And, you know, the biggest thing is like, it was amazing how disappointing a lot of their more recent sets were, like Saga the Beast. You know, there was, you know, obviously you get the cool model that comes with it. You get Gazgul, you get Ragnar Blackmane, but it comes with a lot of generic models that people already have. And even if you don't have them, it's like, I don't know, are you really getting a great deal? It wasn't exactly cheap. You know, I mean, you get a deal out of pretty much all of GW's boxes, but this box has so much packed into it for $200 that it is such a steal. So, you know, we here at the studio, you know, I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and order a few of them for the studio. So we got a few of them here, and, you know, we're going to have these all put together. I'll probably have to sit and split them up and figure out what we're going to do in terms of what armies everything's going to go through. We'll get some help from the rest of the team and, you know, sit and figure out what we want to do with everything. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work too. So, you know, some people in the local groups around here have been putting their stuff together and posting all their pictures and whatnot. So, yeah, pretty impressive, you know. So yeah, it looks like these are all snap fit. So all these models are going to be real simple to put together. You'll have to sit and go through the sheet to find out what parts go to what and all that. But it does look like they've left enough space on stuff. You know, the Marines and whatnot have joints and whatnot where you can actually cut. And from the looks of it, you should be able to easily convert some of this stuff if you want to. Not that you're going to, but you know, if you want to, if that's your idea, and you know, especially for like Space Wolves players, Templar players, you know, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, you know, even if you want to convert for some of the other armies too. I know a lot of guys that are converting like some of their Grey Knight stuff and into Primaris, even though unfortunately us Grey Knight players, yeah, I'm one of them. Us Grey Knight players really don't get much in terms of new stuff, but I can't complain. I mean, the army's still good, so it is what it is. But this stuff is just amazing. GW did such a good job. There's so much in this box. It's just a lot to absorb to go through all this. But it looks like we got some Assault Marines here. Looks like the Outrider box, or the Outriders, all 3 of them are in here. Yeah, so it looks like all the parts are there. So yeah, that's all Outrider sprue, which is cool. We have looks like our Blade Guard captain here, I think. Yeah, this is the captain from the Indomitus box. Of course, they just got him stepping on a Necron. If it was Chaos, it'd be stepping on a Primaris Lieutenant, so it is what it is. Looks like our new Overlord here, which, by the way, I absolutely love this new Overlord. I've always really liked Anrakir with his Tachyon arrow, and even when Necron's backdated to, you know, previous editions, the Tachyon arrow was an option you used to be able to take. It's a little expensive, but you know, you get a single shot out of it. It can essentially drop a tank in one go. So this doesn't quite do that anymore. But you know what? It's a nasty gun for a single shot, and if you need it, you know, to plug off that last couple of wounds off of something, finish off a tank, or you know, you really need it for something. That's what it's good for, and it hits on a 2, so you really can't complain. I mean, it's pretty awesome, right? So of course, my favorite thing about the Captain Sprue, you know, is the heads and stuff that they come with. That head there, the Captain head with the cane. Looks like he's got the helmet pulled up. It looks phenomenal. I've always really wanted, when they come out with Primaris melee stuff, I've always wanted and hoped that they would come out with stuff that I could use for my Black Templar army. I'm the only one in our area that plays Black Templar for whatever reason. So, you know, because my army is mainly focused around playing melee stuff, it'll be really cool to incorporate some of this stuff into the Black Templars, because Templar, you know, their recent rule supplement that came out wasn't super great, and it didn't really help Primaris very much. So taking Black Templar Primaris is kind of a difficult thing to do. But now that they got some dedicated melee units for Primaris, you know, you still, now at this point, you're going to have some options that you can add into your Templar armies. Any melee army, really. Space Wolves even. I mean, I play Raven Guard. We have a Raven Guard army here in the studio. That's, you know, sitting over there. And then we have Space Wolves, so there's an option to add those. And then we have the Black Templar as well, which is my army, but, you know, something we can add more models to. So it'll be real nice to add all these guys in there. So they got some really cool stuff. So there's the Captain, the Lord. It looks like here's the new Immortal guy. I forget his name. Where's that sheet? There should be a sheet in here that has the detailed list of all the models in there. There's the Edge of Silence book. Just have a look at the back here for a second. Royal Warden. There we go. Yeah, Royal Warden. I like it. All right, so basically, yeah, Royal Warden is like he's like an immortal, I guess, lieutenant, which I absolutely love. Immortals are cool. Gauss weapons are cool. I absolutely love how they got this set up. It's really, really neat. The Gauss weapon, the way this guy's push to fit or whatever, it's all the snap fit or whatever. It's really well designed. The sculpts are fantastic. There's not really a lot that needs converting on there if you do want to do any converting. You have the options to do so, but these guys are just so well sculpted that you can get away with just putting them all together and they all look good on the table. So, yeah, I really like the new Necron stuff, especially the Scorpek stuff. So, we got the Royal Warden here. We got the, looks like the Primaris Lieutenant with, the Volkite. I believe that's a Volkite, right? Yeah, so we've got the Volkite with, is obviously his Mastercrafted Power Sword, and, he's got a really, really great sculpt, actually. I get so tired of seeing Primaris Lieutenants, but frankly, this guy makes Primaris Lieutenants worth the extra Primaris Lieutenants that keep coming out. So, yeah, big win for GW there. They did a great job on that one. Looks like we got some more Assault Marines here, and then it looks like I think that's the Marine half done. So it looks like we're getting into the Necron stuff. I believe this is the Scorpek. I want to say this is the Scorpek Destroyer Lord. Yeah, it's a big blade, 2 small blades. No, this must be the small Scorpek Destroyers. So that's the little ones. I think there's 3 of them, and yeah, these are great models too. GW they really outdid themselves this time around. I'm so impressed. Gotta love it. So you got that, and then in here we got our, okay, so here we go. Here's the Scorpek Lord. It looks like they have the Canoptic Reanimator on here as well. So it's like a 2-for-1 kit. But the Scorpek Destroyer Lord, Oh, even the Plasmancer's on here too, I think. Yeah, so there's a couple characters. There's Corpic Lord. You can see the hands there, this part of the body and whatnot. So, yeah, no, just wow. They did such an amazing job with these models. And I don't know. I mean, I'm in absolute awe of how well these turned out. So, like I said, big props to GW there. So we do have some more Marines left. Okay, so, yeah, these are the Blade Guard, actually. And it looks like our Chaplain and our Judiciary, I believe, is probably in here. Yeah, the Judiciary is right there. I believe that's the Chaplain. Blade Guards. I would imagine the Ancients in here as well. Like, there's the banner, yeah. So Blade Guard Ancients in there as well. So yeah, a lot of great stuff for them. So yeah, this is probably my favorite sprue right here. I do like the rest of everything else that came, but the Blade Guard alone are really a big hit for me. The Chaplain I'm not so sold on. Not that I hate Chaplains at all. They're great. But yeah, between the Blade Guard and the Judiciary, they take the cake. I mean, that's just phenomenal. Yeah, I really love the rules. I love the models, the way they're sculpted, everything about them. And they're going to fit into the melee armies that we have here in the studio just super, super well. So, so it does look like, so this sprue here is like mostly warriors, it looks like, I think. But it looks like we got a couple of the Scarab Swarms in here. Now, what's interesting about these Scarab Swarms is it looks like they're all kind of put together, so it doesn't look like you can split up the models and the bases unless you want to cut and convert. So, I mean, I guess you theoretically could put, make more bases out of them if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3, yeah, so you get 6 total, so looks like 2 of the same sprue most likely. Yeah, it's 2 of the same sprue, so yeah, so it comes with the 20 warriors. I guess you get all the options between the guns. You get the Gauss flares, or you get the Gauss Reapers. I'm not sure what we're going to do. If I had to guess, I don't know. We'll have to have a think about that because, the standard Marine, or the standard Necron Gauss are great and all. I think I'm really going to like, and not just me, I think a lot of the guys here at the studio are going to like playing the new weapons that they've come out with them for him. And what's interesting is they're kind of like, it's kind of like Tau in terms of how their weapons are designed, So they got like the pulse rifle with rapid fire, 2 shots. You get the Gauss flare with the 2 rapid fire shots. And then you got the Reaper, which is a single shot with a little better AP. And it's assault, which is really nice. And then you have the Tau carbines, which are pretty much the same weapon, So I think they're actually, I want to say these are maybe strength 5. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I remember the AP or strength or something is better on them. So, yeah, so these are a little better than the flares, but they're shorter range and they're assault instead of rapid fire. So, there is that in terms of, what's better, what's not. I don't know. But Tau, what's interesting is Tau that normally when they use stuff, anytime you take a fire warrior, you're not taking the pulse carbines, primarily because the pulse carbines aren't, the shorter range sucks for one, and then in addition to that too, fire warriors really don't have any durability, and they just get mulched through really fast, so getting them up close to anything to be able to fire their weapons is just generally a bad idea. Warriors might be an exception to the rule there, because in large squads of 20, I mean, we've already seen some other bat reps and stuff that have been out and about showcasing how these Necrons work. And then, of course, they don't work too much different than they did in 8th edition. However, with all the new terrain rules and stuff, I really feel like Reapers can actually be pretty good. I think we'll probably end up at least modeling a couple of squads, if not all of them like that. But we'll have to figure it out. We don't, we can magnetize, I guess, too, or I don't know, maybe we'll find a way to make sure we can swap them out if we want. But either way, once we decide what we're going to do with them, we'll get them together, painted and whatnot, so that way we can showcase them here in the studio. But yeah, it's real nice that they come with both options now. Having another weapon option for Necrons is huge because they really only have the 2 troop choices, the Immortals, the Warriors. They needed some more help in terms of their troop choices. Not that Warriors are bad by any means, and even the standard Warrior loadout is still pretty good. It's just that having more options is always a good thing, and it kind of lets you build the army the way you want to build it. So I'm all about having more options. The more you have, the more you can do with. You can convert, you can build stuff with. I mean, who knows? We'll figure something out with them. Maybe we'll do something with the other bits. I don't know. But there's some options here, and I really, really like that. So, yeah, we'll look into that and figure out what we're going to do, and hopefully we'll get them all painted up so we can get them on studio for you. It looks like these come with a couple of posters. It comes with 2, though, which is interesting. I do remember hearing that in some of the chats, too. And I'm not really sure why they come with 2 in a box. Just top and bottom, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, okay, whatever. It's cool. Not complaining. You know, I'll take more stuff. Why not? All right, so here's the big one here. Yes, so the transfer sheet for Space Marines. Now, it doesn't look like they have everything on here. So they got Ultramarines, the Omega, they got the Blood Angels, the Space Wolves, and Dark Angels. So they got, you know, the 3, there's the 3 non-chapter books, right? And you do even have stuff for like Raven Wing, which is cool, Death Company, some other stuff. You know, so there's some options there in terms of like making stuff for your other army if you have an alternative Space Marine army. But then you get like, you know, there's just the standard battlefield with the Ultramarine stuff. Now, honestly, I was kind of hoping when I first looked at this, I was kind of hoping there was more on there than what I now that I'm looking at it, I'm not as impressed with as I thought I would be. I was kind of hoping there would be more stuff like, you know, Templar transfers, Raven Guard transfers, Iron Hands, stuff like that. I was hoping to see, you know, even Salamander, stuff like that. I was hoping to see a lot more of the other armies on here for the other chapters, because I would really like to see them incorporate transfers for all the armies instead of just kind of like, hey, play Ultramarines. But, you know, there's still some options on there for the other guys who play the alternative ones. You know, we do have a Space Wolves army here in the studio. We got a couple guys in the local game area that play Blood Angels and Dark Angels, and they'll probably be on video here probably before long. You know, we got to be careful with the COVID stuff that's going on, but we'll eventually have them in here for some games. That'll be real nice. Of course, then you have your big old bag just chocked full of bases. And it looks like they got them all set up with holes in them, already punched out. So you'll be able to just mount the models in there. And what's nice is you can actually finish the bases before finally gluing them in place. So you can, you know, set them in the base how you want them, make it look good. You can even play with them that way if you want. And then once they're all painted up and ready to go, you know, you can do the bases and then glue them on, which is really cool. So yeah, I really like that. That's good job by GW there. Looks like here's some bases for the Outriders. I imagine the Scorpic Lord and the Reanimator. And then these have got to be for the characters, probably the Captain and Lieutenant. And then the, I don't know, I'll have to look through and find out, but it's going to be for a few characters most likely. So yeah, you got lots of options on here. There's plenty the bases that they have. They got lots of bases in there, so real cool. Yeah, it's a great box. This is such a great box. Such a great deal. GW really did outdo themselves. This is just phenomenal. I couldn't have asked for more. I'm really happy, you know, opening the box up and having a look inside and seeing stuff in here that, you know, I've been seeing for months now. Being able to finally pop it up, pop it open, and, you know, have our own here in the studio. It'll be real cool to kind of get these guys together and get them going so we can start using them. But yeah, the sculpts are amazing. I'm almost speechless about how well this is, you know, how well it turned out. GW really did such a fantastic job with all this. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get it all together for us. And, you know, we got a couple of boxes that we got to sit and put through, or put together, and, you know, we'll go through them and get them all up and going. We also have some commission painting stuff that we got to get done yet, but, yeah, definitely looking forward to getting these guys going here. You know, GW is pretty good about giving a lot of extra heads and bits and stuff like that, so you can kind of mix and match and not everything looks the same. So it'll be nice to get these guys all put together, painted up, and hopefully get a couple of schemes out there for them. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. You know, I've already gone through the rules, but you know, they got this giant rule book that's just packed full. There's so much in here. There's so much in here. You know, it's got all your rules. It's got a lot of fluff stuff in here, a lot of pictures. Of course, it's just like usual. You know, it goes through all the armies and whatnot. So, you know, there's a lot of things they got in there, a lot of rule stuff, some new stuff that they've added for 9th edition. Then you got the Internal War, the Crusade stuff. Yeah, there's a lot in here, and it's really well organized, really well designed. GW just did a phenomenal job. So, yeah, real happy with the way they did things. Looking forward to getting it all put together. But I do appreciate you guys watching the video. We'll have a further look at this later on, and we can get some models all set up for you guys so you guys can see it on the channel. All right. Well, that'll do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. Thank you so much. You guys just keep on being awesome. We'll be back again with another video soon, and please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys like this content and want to see some more.